G'day everybody and welcome back to the channel. If you're new to this channel, my name's Levi and I'm a prospector and an adventurer of gold in Tasmania. Today I'm at one of my favourite creeks. It has been far too long since I've been sniping or prospecting, and I'm looking forward to getting back in the water. I'm very excited. It's my first trip in a long time, and I'm hoping that we can find a little bit of gold. Today's objective is to get down to the creek. We're going to snipe in higher waters. There's been a lot of rain at the moment and the water will be up. We'll have just enough visibility hopefully to see, and I want to show you guys some of the things I've learnt with my sniping in the last 12 months. We're in the dead of winter at the moment as well. You can tell it's quite dark still. Usually it lightens up just a little bit and we should be able to see what we're doing. Alright, we better get down there, see what we can find. Wish me luck, and I hope you guys enjoy this adventure. See, there's a lot of water flow at the moment, and it makes for some good prospecting. A lot of people don't come out this time of year, but there's some good gold to be found when the water's up. Current's so strong it's knocking me over. You can hear me. Most of you that have prospected before, you'll notice that in the centre of the river, because of all the boulders in the floods washing down, it makes all the bedrock very smooth. The gold, I find, tends to just wash away too fast and there's not a lot of spots for it to trap. When I've been sniping through the winter, you get all the erosion of the bank when the big floods come, and it exposes bedrock that's very sharp and jagged. The other thing that happens is when all that water's vortexing around and pushing the gold and the rocks up against the banks, the gold's more likely to get trapped in that coarse bedrock. Some of my best finds have been in bedrock that is really jagged, or it's exposed and it's right near the banks of the river. I had a I think it was a 2.2 gram nugget that came right next to the bank of the river, and it was in a spot where a big flood had obviously washed all the soil off the bedrock the previous year. So that's one of my main tools to sniping in winter, and I think it's been one of my main successes. So I know there's a lot of you out there that just won't do it because of the cold, but there's ways to stay warm if you get the right wetsuit and get kitted up okay. You can certainly snipe all year round. Alright, so I found a few little spots on the other side. It's going to be a little bit dark, but I'm going to grab the torch, we'll jump in and we'll see what we can find over there. It feels so good to be out in nature with my head underwater and prospecting for gold again. These small pieces of gold that I've found here were fanned away by my hand earlier. It's a really fine line when you're fanning the gravels. You don't want to be too hard because you'll push that gold away. But at the same time, if you don't fan hard enough, you're not going to remove the rock. I spotted a nice crevice under this rock running in underneath. I'm going to try and crowbar it out, jump in and see if we can get some gold out of there. Don't move my hand. Oh yes. Oh, water. break. There's a lot of grubby down there.
The strong current was making snuffing up the gold very difficult. You've got to make sure you got your footing so you don't wash away.
Oh, this is hard work. It's just the current, visibility.
All the hard work removing that big rock was starting to pay off. There was a couple of nice pickers in this deep crevice.
Okay, so I've gone for a little bit longer and didn't really find much else, so come back to the car, gonna see what I've got so far, and then I might think about going way upstream, try somewhere a little different. Hopefully there's a little bit in there. So hard in that murky water, so hard. Oh, that's not too bad. A few chunky little pieces there. Actually, that's pretty good. I did a lot better than I thought. I think because the water was so murky, I couldn't actually tell what I was sucking up. Some of that's got some size. A couple of nice little pickers there. One there. One there. Beautiful little picker. They're bigger than I thought. So we'll head upstream and I'm going to jump in the car, drive way up. There's a spot I want to try out which I haven't been to before, so we'll go up there and see how we go. I'm not sure what I'll find. I'm way upstream now, so we'll go for a look. If anything, at least I'll know for next time. Matter of finding some bedrock. Wow, that's a big tree. Okay, there's a little bit of bedrock just here. I might give this a go. Okay, so there is gold here. I've just found. Hey! I just found somewhere to fall over. I'll show you what we're looking at. Really cool crevices. It's really flat bedrock. Then there's some good crevices. Okay, so I only got 2 little pieces of gold in that spot. So we're going to move downstream, find some more bedrock, if there is any. It's crazy stuff, big slabs, flat slabs of bedrock. This stuff's like slate. Crazy. I've been going all day. I've been cleaning in crevices like flat out. You know, I've just been getting little flakes here and there. And I've just come across something good. Have a look at this. Finally. Yeah. That's a nice little nuggie. It's got a piece of quartz in it. Oh, it's about time. They might be taking the snuffer lid off. Okay, so I got a couple of little specks more and that was about it. And it's starting to get pretty dark, so I better start making a track out. We'll see you back at the house. Up that way. Okay, we're back at the house, and let me just say it feels so good to be out prospecting again. We'll weigh that nugget, we'll have a closer look at the gold, and we'll finish up this video. I love the shape and character of that nugget that I found today. One of my favourites for sure, wolf fang. There was a few other little pickers in there, quite chunky little pieces. It all come from behind that big rock that I removed underneath there. There was a good sized crevice. And it's probably the hardest I've ever had to work for gold, I tell you. The flow of that water is incredibly strong. You got to get your footing pretty good or you end up washing out to sea. Okay, so we'll just do all the fines and the pickers first together. 2.73 grams. Okay, and the nugget, I'm going to guess 1.3. Oh, 1.67, so he's a good size, that one. Actually, would have thought a lot lighter, but I guess there's a little bit of thickness in him. So thanks all for watching, and until next time, we'll see you all then.